What is up, y'all? Within today's video, we're going to be talking about Patrick Starrr and his new collection from One Size, which is the Wicked collection. I have some opinions about this collection. I was actually going to put it in my anti-haul, which is already spoiling my opinions for you guys, but I'm just letting you guys know I'm like, not a fan of it. Not a fan of it. I'm so sorry. I have so many things to say about this collection. But before we get into that, y'all know that I'm nosy, and I actually just saw yesterday, he was on Fanita's podcast. If you guys have not seen Fanita here on YouTube, she has a podcast. I don't know the name of her podcast, but just type in Fanita. By the way, watch her podcast, y'all. I'm sorry. She is so funny. I love that she is just so, like, out of pocket, y'all. She says the most, like, R-rated things, and I'm like, oh, I love that. I feel like it's a breath of fresh air because I feel like everyone's just so worried about being so PG and like brand friendly, you know what I mean? So to see her just be her full authentic self, I literally love it. And I'm like, y'all, I hope one day that my podcast will grow to, like, I don't know, be able to have people like her on my podcast, which, although you guys did ask this before in the comment section of the podcast, will we ever have guests on? And I'm like, I don't know. I talked to my homegirl Jelly before, and we were kind of like, ooh, like, imagine if we make like a offensive joke, or like, cause y'all, we have dark humor. The things that we say sometimes are kind of like, oh my gosh, like people that are new around us may not necessarily get that humor. Maybe they don't feel the same way. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit, wouldn't it be so awkward to be filming a podcast with somebody and then you crack a joke and they're just like, yeah, no, that wasn't it. I feel like that shit would be so awkward. But I'm just saying, I'm so sorry. But like coming from like where I come from and how we are all within my family, even like my mom's best friend, y'all, my mom, this is so like completely out of left field for what I'm talking about within today's video, but y'all know me and my rambling. My mom's best friend, y'all, bless her heart, she was with her husband for 25 years. He passed away 4 years ago. She's been with a man since like maybe about a year after her husband's passing, right? So they've been together for 3 years. Well, he recently just passed away last month, so this is her second like partner to pass away. And she had made a comment the other day. Her and my mom were on the phone, right? And they were literally just chopping it up. And she had made a comment about her getting back on dating apps. And my mom said, damn, girl, you're already getting back on the dating apps, like literally that fast. And she's like, well, shit, I need to hurry up and find my partner. And then my mom's like, yeah, well, I guess. And then my mom's homegirl literally says, well, you're right. Maybe I shouldn't even be on the dating apps. Anybody that I end up with is just going to die anyways. I was like, oh, but she was like laughing hysterically about it, you know? Because it's like, honestly, y'all, and I've said this before on this channel, I've said it before on the podcast, like, we're just those type of people that we're like in the deepest of situations, we're just going to laugh about it. Like I told you guys before with my dad's cancer diagnosis, we're literally already here cracking jokes. Well, at least you're bald. I'm like, hey, how much is your life insurance policy for? Let me know. Like, you know what I mean? That's just how we are, because I'm like, why are you going to sit there and sulk and like be all miserable about it? Crack a joke about it. And like, I feel like laughter really does make the situation better. So anyways, going back to the podcasting, I'm like, y'all, I would love for somebody like Fanita to be on our podcast and me be on theirs. And you know what I mean? I just feel like it would be cool, but then I'm like, oh, I'd be scared of that. Anyways, y'all, Patrick Starrr was on Fanita's podcast, and y'all, he had brought up, well, she brought up Manny MUA, and it's so crazy because she did the whole like fuck, marry, kill thing, and she put Manny in there, and then he had originally put that he would kill him, and then she had said like, how do you feel like it would be if you married Manny MUA? And he said hell. And I was like, okay, I'm low-key curious because I thought they had squashed their beef, and y'all know me, I'm just nosy. Now I'm kind of like, after watching that podcast, I'm like, do y'all still think that they're like friendly at all, or do you think there's still some type of beef there? Because I was like, damn, not only in the fuck, marry, kill did he put him in the kill category, he ended up switching it after though, but then also she had asked like, how would it be marrying him, and he literally said hell. So I'm like, I don't know, I thought that was kind of funny. I was going to do a little video about that, but there just wasn't enough to talk about. So I was like, let me throw it into this video because I've been meaning to do a my thoughts and opinions video on this Wicked collection because I do have a lot to say about it. Like a lot to say. And I feel like I'm going to sound like a hater, but whatever. It is what it is, y'all. So we're going to be talking about that within today's video if you guys are interested. As I mentioned earlier, I do have a podcast, y'all. It'll be linked. Why is that dog barking like that? Oh my gosh, y'all. It'll be linked down below. We upload new podcasts every single Wednesday. It is a good time over there. Also, I've mentioned this recently, but let me mention it again. I still am doing my full travel channel. Y'all, if I'm being so honest with you guys, like the travel channel, like that's my, like, I don't know. I can see myself doing that for the rest of my life. I feel like I can be an old traveler, literally still making videos just because I enjoy it so much. But I did change up the content a little bit. I am focusing more so on shorts now rather than long form videos. There will still be long form videos, but maybe just like once a month rather than every single Sunday, but we will still be uploading every single week on the travel channel. It'll be linked down below as well too. So let me shut up and let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all, so this is the full collection right here, One Size Beauty times Wicked. I low-key am kind of glad that I waited to do a video on this because I had thought that like, oh, because they just announced the new Wicked movie with Ariana Grande, like I'm like, oh, okay, that's why they're doing this collection. Turns out that this is One Size times Wicked the play specifically, which low-key I was kind of thinking like, oh, wouldn't that be be kind of like a conflict of interest if he's like doing a one size collection. Ariana Grande's in it and she owns Rem Beauty. So like, wouldn't it be a little bit of a conflict of interest? Turns out that it is Wicked the play, which I didn't even know there was a difference, to be quite honest with you guys. I feel like I'm very uneducated with that. I've never seen Wicked before. I low-key do kind of want to see the movie, though, but I'm not really into musicals. But I'm kind of like, oh, it looks kind of good. So I'm like, maybe I'll see that. But anyways, this is not to be confused with the movie. This is specifically in collaboration with Wicked, the Broadway play. Now, first I want to talk about, and I am so tripped out that this is sold out on the One Size Beauty website, because this right here, I was like, okay, maybe this should have came out during Halloween. Do you know what I mean? If you guys don't remember, actually, and I thought this was ironic too, and I'm so curious, please someone let me know down below. I couldn't find any information on this. Patrick Starrr had said before that he was going to put out a glitter spray with the Fantasia collection. Unfortunately, he had said that it had to be like labeled as like not safe for like X, Y, and Z. I forget exactly what it was not safe for. It could like potentially cause cancer or something, and they would have to put a warning on there. And he said they wanted to avoid doing that because of an ingredient in there to separate the glitter or something like that, right? Well, first of all, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I thought the whole idea was stupid to begin with, unless it's kind of like, I don't know, something for like Halloween. Like I said, like I just wouldn't even imagine people wearing this, and this like literally sold out already. So I'm like, okay, well clearly I'm the only one that thinks this is dumb. So he came out with this a popular setting spray right here, or glitter setting spray, which I feel like the packaging is really cute of this, but I don't know, glitter, y'all. When I used to work at MAC, y'all, and people would request glitter, I'm like, ugh, I'd get triggered because I would have glitter all over me and it's so hard to get off. And honestly, y'all, I feel like with a lot of brides, when I would do bridal makeup, like I would like highlight their clavicle and like, all, you know, their chest and things like that. But I would use like a body oil, a body shimmer, things like that. This is straight up like thick glitter. You guys can see from this picture right here. So it's just like, whoa. It says right here, Wicked Fat. Glinda wears a lot of rainbow glitter all over her face and body in Wicked, especially in the second act. So I feel like it does make sense, obviously, for, you know, what it's meant to be for this. But I don't know. I just feel like, who's using this right now? Like, I don't know. I'm just tripped. Like, why am I finding such a difficult time to like see like why people would be putting this on right now? I guess, do you think some brides would want it? Like, honestly, y'all, I'm sorry, but every bride that I worked on would be like no glitter, but they do want to like have a sheen to them. So that's where like a body shimmer is nice, because it's obviously like very, very finely milled shimmer and a body oil to give a nice little glisten. But this is like straight up glitter. This is what it says right here. Shine like Glinda. Glinda and glitter blend. Illuminates the complexion with a wash of prismatic glow. Green tea extract helps tighten pores, and witch hazel absorbs excess oil. So I guess this is not like the full on till dawn setting spray right here. This one right here is like a full-on waterproof spray. I guess this one is a different formulation completely, but this does retail for $32. This is what it says in the product details. It says this non-sticky light as air formula features brilliant rainbow glitter to set your foundation makeup with a wash of prismatic glow. It also helps tighten pores and absorbs excess oil. Light as air, non-sticky. It says dermatologist tested, and yeah, that is it right there. I am not seeing anywhere where it has that like thing that he had mentioned before for the Fantasia collection, where he was originally thinking about coming out with a glitter spray. So I think maybe they did change it, or they figured out like somehow how to change it, because I am looking at the ingredient listing right here and it doesn't say anything. Like there's like a surgeon, like what's it called, surgeon general warning, like that warning that has to like put on cigarettes and things like that. Which, oh my god, by the way, y'all, recently I've been talking about like Bear Bells, right? I think it's Bear Bells, right? Bear Bells, the protein bar, and there was one specific flavor that I was getting, and it said like, oh, surgeon warning or whatever. I was like, what the hell? Only one flavor out of like all the flavors. I thought it was really weird because I was looking on their website. Anyways, y'all, so yeah, this for me is just a no. Like, I'm so sorry. I don't know. Maybe I just, glitter gets on my nerves like that. Like, I feel like for Halloween, I feel like that's the only time that it's gonna make sense, when you're gonna dress up like something specific, or that specific that like needs glitter. But other than that, I'm like, no, this just looks like it's too much. Like, it looks like straight up glitter. You know what I mean? Especially for $32. I'm like, whoa. Let's go ahead and move on to this right here. I actually think this is kind of cute. This is the One Size Wicked Off the Handle Complexion Brush. Now, I'm a little bit confused. I want to fill this. This is super cute to me. I feel like, and you guys know, I do not like themed brushes. Every single time a themed brush collection comes out, I'm like, no, I'm just not a fan of it. But I feel like because this does look like a broomstick, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like super cute. This is what it says right here. The shorter fibers pick up and hold product, releasing color and shimmer as needed. And it says the longer fibers gently buff and even onto color of the skin. Wait, out the color of this, y'all, let me read that again. Longer fibers gently buff and even out the color on skin. Y'all, don't pay attention to me. Anyways, overall, I think this is actually really cute. Like, I feel like, okay, I kind of get it. It kind of makes sense. This retails for $34, so it is a little bit on the higher price point right here. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the highlighter, which, by the way, you already know. I'm so sorry. No, this highlighter, $34. And I'm just not really quite understanding it. This one right here is called the Wicked Spotlight Highlighter, Luminous Powder Highlighter, $34. Oh. I guess maybe you're paying for like the packaging, but then also too, like, not trying to be rude, but it just looks like a cardboard package, you know? This is what it says right here in the little details. It says ultra fine luminescent pearls reflecting light with a multi-dimensional glow that never looks glittery. Spherical silica diffuses imperfections and balances excess oil breakthrough. And then malic acid, a botanical AHA that helps to improve skin radiance. Oh, okay. So now that I read it, I understand why it is a little bit more of a higher price point, being that it does have, you know, those ingredients in it. And then on top of that too, I do like that it does say that it diffuses imperfections, because you guys know I'm always complaining about highlighters specifically because this area right here of my face, I do have like a little bit of crepiness, a little bit of texture right there that I'm like, I don't want to emphasize that ever. So I never ever put on a highlight unless it's like one of those like really soft highlights, because I feel like if they're really shimmery, it's just too much for me. But if I'm being honest with you guys, even in the switches, oh my god. Not me saying switches because I'm like, this is wicked. It still does look like it's a little bit too much highlight for me. Also, I do want to throw out there too, I'm not like, okay, I've never seen Wicked before, don't know too much about it, right? I think it's really cute that he did the green arm swatch. I feel like that is so cute, and that just is paying attention to detail. So even though, if I'm keeping it real with you guys, I'm just not a fan of this collection overall, I think little things like that are cute. Let's go ahead and get into the last product right here, which I am, y'all, I'm gonna sound like a hater. I'm sorry. I just gotta keep it real. This is the One Size Wicked Unlimited Eye and Face Palette. This retails for $49. It says a limited edition collectible multi-finished face and eye palette featuring vibrant metallic shimmer and matte finished eyeshadows and blushes. I don't know why I hate this palette. Like, I don't know why. Like, I get the vibe, obviously. One side's supposed to be like Glinda, one side's supposed to be the witch. Like, well, they're both witches. Well, you guys know what I mean. Look, I don't know Wicked, okay? The Wicked Witch of the North, East, Southwest. I don't know. Y'all saint, I don't know. Anyways, I just don't like this palette. I just don't like the color story. I just don't think it's cute at all, if I'm being quite honest with you guys. I feel like the blushes look cute. Those are cute shades, but yeah, all the shadows, I'm just like, no. I totally do get the vibe. Obviously, it's kind of like that versus, you know what I mean? But I just don't like it together. To me, it's not cohesive. I'm sure it's very on brand, obviously, for the side that has the green, and then you have the side that's like Glinda. Like, I get the color story. I just don't feel like it goes good together. Do you know what I mean? Like, I look at this and I'm like, okay, it's not like I'm going to be sitting there using both of these sides together, like blue and greens together. I feel like that's really weird. And then a soft baby pink with greens, I feel like that's weird. Do you know what I mean? I just don't like it. I feel like this is one of those things that I guess maybe you would want to purchase if you're like obsessed with Wicked. This is one of those things if you have a friend or something that is obsessed with Wicked would be like, oh my gosh, I love this. But yeah, like looking at this from like a, I don't know, regular person who's not into Wicked, I'm just like, no, I don't like it. Like, even looking at the swatches, I'm like, I really don't like it, like, at all. Like, to be quite honest with you, I kind of hate it, if I'm being honest. Like, I look at the Glinda side and I'm like, there's this Flirt and Flounce. That color's cute, and that's it. And look, I like Emerald City too, the green over there, but I'm just like, okay, who's gonna be purchasing a palette just for 2 colors? That's crazy to me. You know what I mean? I don't know. And aesthetically wise, I don't know. I just don't like it. I'm so sorry. Patrick Starrr is so sweet. I've met him a couple times, and y'all, I be feeling bad. Just to keep it real with you guys, I'd be feeling bad sometimes to like give you guys my full opinions, because I'm like, I've met Patrick before and he's super nice, and actually I like him, but I'm just like, I don't like this. Not a vibe to me whatsoever. Also, you know what, speaking of Patrick Starrr, I want to say he's friends with this guy. I talked about him before on my channel one time, Daus Mendoza. Y'all, he's friends with him. I saw a video of Daus Mendoza going over to the Patrick, or, well, I don't know if it's like Patrick Starr's studio or if it's kind of like the One Size warehouse. I don't know which it was, but basically Daus like went to go pick up his like products from there, had him shop or whatever. They filmed a little TikTok. Well, I want to say maybe it was like within a next couple months after, One Size had sent him that like boba primer, and y'all, he openly said that he did not like it. He was like, no, I don't like it. It made my foundation peel and everything like that. And I was like, okay, low key, Daus Mendoza like really earned like my respect, because I was like, him being friends with Patrick, him like doing TikToks with Patrick, him going over to the One Size place, picking out the products that he liked and whatnot. And like, cause y'all, I am so damn sorry. I feel like so many people on TikTok are so like kiss assy, you know, like not only do they kiss the brand's ass, they kiss the people's ass. Like everyone just cares of like kissing ass because they obviously want to grow. And I was like, yo, I feel like Daos, like that was really real of him. And I was like, okay, because I was expecting him to be like, oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. And he was like, no, I don't like this at all, you know. So I'm like, kudos to him. And I wonder how Patrick feels about that, low key, because I'm telling you, as a brand creator, oh my god, I would appreciate you so much if you let me know, because obviously then there needs to be changes made to it. Or say for example, hey, maybe he used the product wrong, maybe you're mixing ingredients you shouldn't be mixing. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like things like this should be said. And there's a lot of people out there who would just lie and be like, oh my god, it's great, and it's like, no, you know what I mean? So herein my respect on that. But overall, this Wicked collection, I am so sorry. The only thing that I find cute from it is the brush. I'm like, the brush is cute, and would I buy that? No, I wouldn't. But I just think it's cute because I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. Because back at MAC, y'all, oh, damn, I don't have one right here. I forget what number of the brush it is, but we had a dual fiber brush that I absolutely love for foundation, so I totally do get this right here, being that it does have 2 layers of brushes, and it does look like a witch's broomstick, so I think it's really cute. But other than that, I don't like this collection. I'm so sorry to the Wicked lovers out there, but not a fan of this. Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.